Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time we're going to be taking a look at the classic vector graphics system, the Vectrex, running on the RG351M handheld. Now I've never run this particular system on a retro handheld like this, so I'm very curious to see just how well it will play. So that will be the subject of today's video. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. I'm still quite amazed that we can play these games on this little handheld. Got to say, Vectrex emulation has been a little bit hit or miss on various systems, but I am, oh dear, delighted to see it on this. That's a pretty extreme noise, isn't it? So this is armor attack. This is one of those, it's a bit like a Berserk clone. I seem to be disabled. Oh, there we are. Yeah, the noise is awful. So I used to own a Vectrex back in the day. In fact, when I used to pick retro stuff up all the time, I actually had three through my hands, but I only ever owned one boxed one. And when I had a little clear out of my retro collection and just kept the sort of the very best bits that I wanted, I sold all my Vectrex because, you know, like today, it's highly collectible as a system. And well, the collection of the boxed Vectrex, I had a spare boxed controller, and I had about 15 games for it, all of them mint in box. I had a multi-cart as well, which was quite handy because it had some homebrew on, which sadly I don't see a lot of homebrew on this, which is a shame because that's some of the best games are homebrew ones. This one's actually playing all right now. But yeah, the actual Vectrex itself went to Brazil, of all places, and it went for a couple of £100. And then the guy who bought it spent another couple of hundred getting it shipped over from the UK to Brazil. It was like shipping a small TV. Crazy. Anyway, that was Armor Attack. So let's try another game here. So as you can see, my RG351M has got about 30 games on it in total. One which was always quite good and it was a bit of fun was one called Spike. It was almost like a 3D platformer, and I always was amazed at just what the Vectrex could actually achieve. I remember picking one machine up for £8 at the boot sale, or at a boot sale, and using the classic line, "How much for the black and white telly?" And then give the guy £8 for it. It just shows what the Vectrex was actually capable of, wasn't it? And just incredible. Now, here we go. Yeah, so you play that little sort of guy there, and he has got a jumping ability. So that moves the ladder along, and then you've got to get to the top and get the key. Oh dear. Oh, I'm not doing very well. It's quite a tricky little game to play, this one. Interestingly, no sound either. So that moves the ladder down, and that's his jump. Okay, good. Let's move the ladder over to there. Yeah. Hopefully that'll be enough to get me up. And then I should be able to reach the top there. And that's it, level complete. So I know it's a bit basic, but that was pretty amazing back in the day. And I seem to remember that Spike was one of the games that actually spoke. So it's a real shame that we've not got any sound on this one, but there we go. Here we are. We've got a bit of sound now. Let's try that again then. Oh, of course, second level gets a bit harder. Yeah. Can I just wait there? Yeah, I think I can. Did it. Brilliant. Well, that was Spike. We'll have a look at a few more games. So, one which was very good on the Atari 2600, but was also pretty good on this, I recall, was Berserk. And one thing I've not noticed on this emulator, on the original games, because the screen was black and white, you could get a plastic overlay that fitted onto the front of your Vectrex, and it sort of added a bit of fake color to it through like a plastic screen. And I always remember that being pretty cool, to be honest. God, listen to that sort of echoey sound. That's straight from the blimmin' arcade, that, isn't it? That's fantastic. God, it's not quite as forgiving as the Atari version, is it? Quite difficult, this. Oh, I hit the wall, darn it. Yeah, never had the best sound, the Vectrex. But you got to admit, there was probably not a console. Well, it was the only console at the time that came with its own screen, so you weren't hogging the telly. That was one of its main selling points. But of course, they were made from converted heart monitors or something, weren't they? Absolutely bananas. Good friend of mine, a huge Vectrex fan, and I think he's got absolutely everything boxed, including the 3D headset for the 3D games that they made. So as you can see, this plays great, didn't it? Berserk. This is playing very, very well. Even if I'm not the greatest player. Now, I'd like to try one of the racers, and they are a bit hit or miss. But as I recall, and I had a copy of this, the best racer I ever had on it was Pole Position. So let's have a look at that one, shall we? I'm pretty sure Pole Position is on here. Fortress of Narzod, that was an attempt at an RPG, and some people think they did a not bad job on that. Here we are, Pole Position. Let's see how we get on. I'm hoping this time round that I've not got loads of reflection on the screen, because I am filming this in a slightly different place now to try and get a better sort of view on the screen. So you'll just have to let me know. Okay, yeah. Here we go then. So, prepare to qualify. Okay, we're ready. There we are, there's the accelerator. You can just about tell you're moving. Oh, he's picking up speed now. Well, the actual sound of the car isn't too bad. And the trick is obviously to stay on the road. Oh, and not crash. It's not too bad, this, is it? It was a huge hit for the Vectrex, that's for certain. One of their big ones. And I think that's probably where they excelled best, was when they did arcade conversions. And in fact, one of the favourites, which we must definitely look at, is Scramble, Konami's Scramble, which was brilliant in the arcade. I remember completing it multiple times back in the day. I seem to remember the Vectrex version was excellent, so we'll get to have a look in a minute. Game over. It's got the music. Let's have a blast at this then. Now there was about 4 levels, wasn't there? I used to love Scramble, I have to say. And wasn't there a spin-off? Well, not a spin-off, but one that used similar sort of a similar idea called I don't know which one was it. It was with a helicopter. Someone will have to leave a comment maybe. So wasn't there? Let's think. I'm trying to think. There was I believe there was 4 levels to Scramble. There was this first one with the ships, and then oh god, yeah, that's it. This one. Oh yeah, I needed to get in early there. Trick is to try and shoot all of these and pick up the fuel dumps as you go along. Then after this one, it was the meteorites, wasn't it? This is by far the most exciting Vectrex game I've played. Here we are. Oh shoot. Oh come on. I'd love to get to the how many lives have I got? Now on the arcade game, you would sort of you'd nip up and down. You'd use the mountains as protection. Oh, I think I may have just got an extra man. That couldn't have come quick enough. Oh, damn it. Oh, I'd love to get to the last level to show you. I suppose it is, you know, damn, best part of 20 years since I've had a go. Oh, there we are. Anyway, I think you can say that the Vectrex, such as it is, on the RG351 here plays absolutely fine. There's a lot of good stuff to be had there. If that's a system you'd like to dip your toe into for sure. So there we are. I think we'll call it a day for today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you're still on the fence about buying an RG351, I've got some links in the description below to get one from Droix with a 5% off coupon. And there's also links for Amazon and eBay as well. If you haven't already subscribed, do please hit that subscribe button for regular RG351 content. And I shall look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.